this is Man United, it's the biggest club in the world. Yeah. Go and get who you want now.
Yeah, that's right.
Whether it's Emery for Aston Villa, whether it's Tuchel from England, just get him out of the contract.
You understand where we are, but what your least thing you should do is you should crawl off that football pitch. You should crawl off it and you put the whole lot in. If you get beat, the way we are at the minute, you get beat.
I said to him, I want to come and do my badges. Cause I don't know what age yet, but I do actually want to go into management because at the end of the day, someone needs to fucking save United.
Hello and welcome to The Good, The Bad and The Football. Joining us today, what a guy. King of the jungle, soccer aid, man of the match and all-round good egg, Angry Ginge. Welcome, pal. How are you, my mate?
I'm absolutely fantastic, thank you.
Do you know what I've noticed? Since you met me, your career's gone like that.
Honestly,
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
You
It's all right. No problem. No problem whatsoever.
Ours has gone that way.
Yeah.
Lifted him up, dragged you two down. Got 3 United fans here on the pod, so let's start with the Brighton game. 2-1. You were all there as well. Now, before I speak to you about this, my learned colleagues here, that must have been fucking orcs.
No, it wasn't. We got invited off Sir Alex to go to the game. He invites all the old players, and over the course of the season, and it was particularly probably our turn, get a call to go down. And listen, we're all Man United fans. I've been since I was 6 years. I've had people say I'm a City fan. I've never been a City fan. I'm from Gorton, which a lot of City fans are from. But literally, diehard red and love the club. Just got to speak about the truth. And when you speak on these things, you can't sit here and go, it's amazing, it's great, everything's good about the club. It's not. It's not great. So when we went yesterday, it was fine. We went and had something to eat, said hello to certain people there and watched the game. You're dying for them to win. You're just dying for them to win. So you come on here and go, how good was that? It's a new start now, but we're back to fucking square one again.
Yeah, as Nick said, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably an invite out of the blue really early last week, and we're not going to say no. We want to go and watch the game, of course we do. And
I think that's the only way you can get tickets, you two. Sir Alex rings you up.
Well, I actually thought the manager was winding us up. I thought he wanted to get me and Nicky Lynch when we walked in, but it was all right.
That's fine.
When you see people face to face, everyone's polite, aren't they?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
We have to say what we say because that's what we believe, and
sometimes
you know it's not nice.
If you didn't say it, then people would be slating you the other way, going, it's because they played they don't want to say anything negative against the club. But I think, like, you know, even with stuff when we've discussed Wilcox on here, when you meet someone, you know, at the end of the day, it's the job and they're doing what they do. But, you know, most people are actually all right, aren't they? So you just got to be civil with people.
The thing with that is, though, if you're in that role, and we've said it numerous times now, is a decent enough guy to understand that if you're at that level of a job, you can have a target on your head, and you're gonna get people saying you're not this, you're not that, you're not that. And the flip side is, if next year they go on and win something, you'll get all applauded. So you have to have that kind of stuff on your shoulder in that job. If you're a manager, a CEO, a sporting director, or a player, you know you can't always. It's not always great.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at Newcastle. I got booed on by the home. 55,000 booed me on, and then booed me off.
What a treat!
Honestly, booed me on and booed me off, and it's like, well, you know, you get to take the rough with the smooth. You can't always have your own way.
I actually felt a little bit sorry for everyone at the club, not everyone at the club, because look, they're earning good money and stuff.
Is there a vibe? Is there a vibe behind the scenes of that?
It feels
just
flat.
a bit shit.
It's flat and it's a bit shit. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, and they have got probably the biggest job in world football to bring this club back round to where it needs to be.
Do you know the thing this scored as well, James? I don't know what you think about it. We look that far off. You can't expect miracles. You know, we could all sit here and go, sack him, get rid, do this, get this, and get. Whoever goes in that football club now, it's going to be a massive job to do anything. Yeah. It's going to be a nightmare for 3 years.
That's what
the players. Sorry, Paddy, I'm just going to say, watching the players, well, they are at such a low ebb confidence-wise. It's we've been there. We've been at that ground in that stadium with them crowd when you're not playing well, and it's tough. Sometimes you're hiding, you're going in your shell a little bit, and the confidence is just gone. It's absolutely gone out of every single player now. It's up to somebody to try and find it from somewhere.
That's what I say. So obviously you're a massive fan. So, you know, Amorim went and it felt like everyone was like, that's what we wanted. I don't know if you did or not. You know, you can get onto that in a minute. And everyone's always, when Amorim were in charge, talking about the system all the time. Well, now he's gone and Fletcher's gone in, who's like these lads, you know, old school, United through and through, still not working out.
No. The way I looked at it was they had the decision to make after we won the FA Cup, whether to sack Ten Hag or not. Chose to back him.
Yeah.
Right. Then sacked him when we were 4 points off top four. So then us getting behind Ten Hag, it was now pointless for that 18 months because he's now gone, so we're back to square one. Then when we get in Ruben Amorim, they say, we want you to play this way, we want you to do this, we want you to do this, okay? So then, after Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim came in, results-wise, stats-wise, it only got worse.
Yeah.
There was nothing good about Ruben Amorim, right, his time there. But the fans got behind him because we wanted to believe in this process. We wanted to say, okay, we'll give him time. And then 14 months later, he gets sacked. So that 14 months we've just got behind him is now irrelevant again because we're back to where we were when they didn't sack Ten Hag again. So it's like, from the fans' point of view, it's like, what the fuck are we, what is actually going on here?
Fans are amazing though, Ginge. With our managers and players.
That's what I mean.
We said last week, it's very hard sometimes to get sacked from Man United because the fans, they'll never really go against them, will they? They're amazing. And whoever comes in now, they'll be exactly the same.
Well, no matter who comes in, we'll get behind them and we'll believe in this thing. And I just think whoever it is who makes the decisions at the top clearly don't care because I don't understand the point in getting in Ruben for 14 months to go, I'll tell you what, 14 months, it's in a bit.
Do you think
now we're back to where we were.
Do you think they don't care, or do you think actually they just not got much of an idea?
I just think the shit.
Really, yeah.
I do. The decisions, I think Dan Ashworth getting him from Newcastle and then sacking him.
Yeah, that's
right.
mad. That is mad.
Chose to back Ten Hag, chose to keep Ten Hag, then got rid of him. Chose to get Ruben in, then got rid of him. And it's like, you look at it from a point of view of these people might come in and help us and all that. And it's like, they're fucking clueless. They're absolutely clueless. What is actually going on here?
The one thing I'd say about this, Kim, when you're sacking a manager, you're normally ready for it. They're not ready for this.
That's my other point.
Absolutely.
We've now sacked a manager.
Yeah.
Right. Bear in mind, we're 4 points off top four. Now, I was behind Ruben because that's what you do as a fan. You get behind him, right? I'm so comfortable to say I reckon we'd have got top five, right? The results recently, I think the one thing that screwed him over was going 4 at the back versus Newcastle. It worked, and then went back to 3 at the back versus Wolves at home, and we were terrible, absolutely terrible. And I understand, and I will happily say, so many players missing for them games, but Wolves at home, you shouldn't need all them players, right? Yeah. You should beat Wolves at home. But then again, it comes down to who's not putting the ball in the net, who's cocking up. For example, Bournemouth 4-4. There's a lot of individual errors there. You can't coach an individual error. That just happens, right? For example, Brighton yesterday, in the first 5 minutes, we missed 2 blatant one-on-ones that probably fucking should have gone in. And we would have been 2-0 up. We'd have been 1-0 up at least. And it's like...
Different game altogether.
And it comes down to Ten Hag saying he got sacked after the West Ham game. We've missed an open goal. We've absolutely peppered West Ham that game. And it comes back to, Michael Oliver on the VAR giving a penalty that weren't a pen. Then he gets sacked. And it's just like all these little things just aren't going our way at the minute.
It's, I think, also as well with clubs, and where you just saying about, I'm not having much of a clue who come into these jobs. When you're a billionaire, right? Not that I know what that's like, but billionaires make that much money because they are 100% committed and they're experts in whatever their field is where they make that money, right? And I think what happens then is they'll have that many people around them, soft soaping them because they're all on the payroll. So they'll go, I'm going to buy a football club, right? Now, clearly, they've no idea how to do that because it's not their lane, right? But then it's up to who you bring in to do that for you. Like, if you look at City, when they took over there, they kind of brought the right people in, I think, at the top. And it
What United did?
No,
City did, right,
City. But that shows you about, if you get the right people, how it works. It didn't happen overnight, but it kind of, to where they are now.
I think that's part of the problem with the people that are there now. I think there's a stigma around City. Because they've come from City and everything's been brilliant at City. If you mention City at Old Trafford or behind the scenes at the training ground, we hate Man City. We don't really care what's happened there. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be difficult for them to get rid of that. And if they've got to turn this club round to try and even dismiss, to even think about City.
When you were sat watching the game, you were at the side of Sir Alex. You don't have to answer it if there's anything too private, but what are his comments on the game when he sat watching it?
It's just the same as what Ginge is like. I'm like, as a fan, you just look at it and go, what is going on here? It's like there's it's so far from you're not coming off that from that ground yesterday and going, oh, I got unlucky there. It was just we got battered by Brighton and they left 4 or 5 of their best players out.
Yeah,
and you're looking there going, I don't know where to start. And I'm not going to sit here and go, I know what to do. I don't. But somehow they've got to find a way of getting that club not back to winning because we're nowhere near that, but at least back to having to be able to go to Old Trafford and compete. That's the thing with me. On a transition period, it isn't about going and winning because it's not. You can't do it. Liverpool how many years did Liverpool go without winning titles? Yeah. Arsenal now 20 odd years. No one's got a divine right to keep it going in the cycle going for years and years. So we are a rebuilding side. But my thought process is when you're spending that much money, which they have, on players, on recruitment, they shouldn't be so bad at Old Trafford. Now you can go away to City or Chelsea or Arsenal and get beat, and most Man United fans will go, we're in transition period here, accept that and move on. But like Ginge was saying, we're getting beat against Wolves at home.
The only thing I can blame on is confidence.
Confidence is flat.
Because we've got better players than Brighton. But the difference in team from Brighton to Manchester United yesterday, they were outplayed by them.
Yeah. But I don't think an ex-United lad who scored as
well. But man for man, I don't think there's much difference if you're saying like left back against our left back, right back against. I think it's balanced. You know, if you look at their forward to our forward just today, Danny was 10 times better than what we've got up front. The midfield was a lot better. Now, Bruno's a top player. I feel sorry for Bruno. He's running all over the show, trying to dictate a game, trying to get us back in a game. So much so that he's moving out of position that much that they're going right. Our midfield's wide open. They're going right through the middle of us. He's going to the left back to get the ball, right back to get the ball. He's taking a throw in at left back at one point. And all that means is they're not playing as a team. So someone's got to get hold of them and go, right, we are where we are right now, but let's get together, stay as a team, and get through this quad mile.
That's one thing they don't do. They don't have discipline.
There's no discipline in the
game. I thought Fletcher do that when he came in because he's ex-United. He's been around the club, and I thought he'd have that.
He's probably tried to, Paddy, but I think these players just lack it a little bit. We all know how good Bruno is. He's fucking brilliant. Don't get us wrong. He's the one player where you can hang out and think he's going to produce something every week. I think Cunha as well. But when you're so close watching the game yesterday, they're all over the pitch.
Yeah.
Now, it's all right having all that talent, but at some point when you haven't got the ball, you need some discipline and they need to instill into him. I think it'll be Michael who'll end up doing that. I think probably by the time this goes out, it'll be Michael.
Yeah.
It's getting decided today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it today?
I think it'll be Michael with Darren.
Darren
was staying as coach.
Yeah.
It's obviously that word you hear all the time, interim manager. It's like become the new buzzword. I remember when Rooney got his injury in the World Cup, that his metatarsal worry, and I heard that word everywhere. Now interim manager's a thing, and that's going to be a trend, I think, throughout football because it's a results-based business and people are getting sacked a lot quicker now. But when you talk about interim managers, as United fans, even me as an outsider, I look at it, I go, it's a bit embarrassing now. It's like going bringing an interim to replace an interim.
Right. It's what we said. They weren't ready to sack him.
Yeah.
Now, when you know when you're going to sack a manager. So it did on Sunday night after that Leeds game. Think he's going.
Yeah.
But try and drag it out a little bit until we get the right man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because every club will speak to a manager to line someone up when you're going to sack the one that's in there. And they haven't done that. It's like they panicked. What do we do?
They just let him go to the end of the season, ended up winning a trophy, and then got rid of him anyway. And then got Thomas Frank in. Like there was no reason for us to sack him there. Where I think at the time maybe 5th, 4 points off top 4. Right, he's on contract anyway for another 18 months. In my opinion, see out to the end of the season, I think we'd have probably got top 5, which is probably Champo. Right, then if you're still not happy with him, then get rid of him. But they've rushed into it.
Do you not think he sort of tried the run though by saying what he said in that press conference?
Something's obviously kicked off.
He knows
big
on
it for him.
He's snapped, hasn't he? He basically snapped and go, I'm not having whatever's happened behind the scenes. We can all comment on it, but it's not.
He's dug his own grave, hasn't he?
Got to say it.
Got out. But the thing, going back to the interim thing, Paddy, I think it's a dangerous thing. Interim manager coming in. I love Michael. I hope he gets a job. I hope he does well. But the thing with it as a board, if he does well, the pressure of him getting the job full time, like Ollie happened with Ollie, it'll just be on the board again. So basically, if you're Braden and Jason now who are running the show, they're basically got to be very, very careful because if they accept Michael, which it looks like they are going to do, and a part of me hopes they do, is that if he does well for 5 or 6 games, you want to hear the sound go for him. He'll be right. Give him the job. Ollie, exactly.
It became an unavoidable mistake.
So basically, then he's going to get the job, and then what's going to happen then? Is it the right person for the job? I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is, but the interim one I always think is really awkward. It's a really awkward. So for me, if I'm in charge of that football club and I'm paying the wages of that football club, I'm going right. We are going to get someone in the summer. Let's say it's Tuchel, for example. He's out of a job in summer. Let's say we're going to get him. Why go and put pressure on yourself with an interim manager that everyone loves to the end of the season and then get rid of him? Why don't you just stay with somebody that's in there now? And I'm not saying Darren's right, but I'm saying, is it going to be that much of a difference? Because I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Also, as well, I heard Ollie's name back in the mix as well. Which
between him and Ollie, isn't it?
Yeah. If you could pick out of them two, who would you pick?
I'd say United fans are probably split 50-50.
Yeah, we are. But the thing that I always think is, it's a bit like when Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool. When Ollie came into United, he finished second and third, and then he had a little bit of a bad season there.
Yeah.
And we got rid of him straight away. We didn't give him time after that.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of me that thinks, what could have happened? What would have happened if we'd have just give him to the end of the season? Whatever happened in the transfer. Because you come out, you see all the stories. He wanted Kane, he wanted Jude, he wanted all these players, Rice, and you think Haaland. Yeah. Ollie could have easily got Haaland, right? And you look and you think, well, if they'd have listened and actually bought him, we'd be in such a fucking different position now than we are. Because, again, we are literally in the same position now as when we sacked Ollie, when we sacked Jose, when we sacked Louis van Gaal, because we're waiting for another manager to come in and turn it around.
There was a little bit of that vibe, and all when Van Nistelrooy took charge for them that short period, but he did all right. And then, obviously, Amorim come in and said, for obvious reasons, he don't want Van Nistelrooy around probably, but you're going.
But with that, Paddy, with interim one for 3 or 4 games, it's easy to get rid of him. So you got Darren's done 2. He'll be gone by the end of the day. Ryan done 4. He was gone after that. Rude done 4, I think. He was gone after that. But you're talking about a good half a season here. So basically, Michael does anything anywhere near good. The pressure of the board, and then if they get somebody else in and let Michael go, and they're crap, they're going to get absolutely battered. And flip side, if they take Michael and give him a contract and he does crap, they can't win with that. A long interim manager, they can't win. You should either give him, say you've got 2 games, or like they've done with Darren, or just extend Darren 2 or 3 more games and go and get the right one.
Amorim probably made a mistake not taking Rude with him. He's a new manager to the Premier League. He's not seen any of it. And all his staff were the same. They'd not seen any of it. They all come from Portugal. They don't know what it's about. Keeping someone like Rude would have been valuable to him. And I think David Moyes made the same mistake. And I think he openly admitted it. I should have kept a Mike Phelan or a Ren Mulenstein, but just didn't do it. Just had that experience. We said that last week, didn't we? Just sometimes, if he said, because he was saying some stuff in the press which wasn't right, was it? This could be the worst Man United team ever. So look, Ruben, you can't say stuff like that, mate.
Sorry to interrupt you, Scholesy, but with the Darren one, I don't understand why they even give Darren for 2 games. Because why, if they're going to get an interim now, why don't they just go straight to Michael when they sacked him and get in? Because Michael would have gone in straight away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They hadn't planned for it, though.
In 24 hours, someone comes up to you, Scholesy, a club that you love, in 24 hours, you do stop whatever you're doing, you go to that football club. I don't care what anyone says, you do it. So they give it Darren for 2 weeks, knowing they're going to get an interim to then get the full one at the end of the year. It's nuts. Darren, all due respect, we all love Darren, but he's coached under 18s team for, half a year? That's not an experience enough to go into and do the full.
He's done a bit with the first team.
He's done a little bit, but I'm not saying he's not right. What I'm saying, if you're going to give him, just give it him till you go and find somebody else.
I'm a bit different now because interim manager. This is Man United. This is the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
Go and get who you want now.
Yeah, that's right.
Whether it's Emery for Aston Villa, whether it's Tuchel from England, just get him out of contract.
That's what I'm saying. So
why do we want you now?
Why don't you say to Darren, you got another 2 or 3 games now, and go and get the right one? Because what I'm going to do is they're going to go and get. Looks like they're going to go and get Michael. Yeah. And I keep saying, if he does well, the pressure on the 2 at the top are going to be immense.
The thing is, as well, with Michael coming in now, he's got City,
Arsenal,
Spurs.
Yeah.
You win all 3 of them games, there's not one Man United fan that's going to go.
Get you in, Ginge, you're a manager.
Like I said, I'd have dropped everything, I'd have gone in.
Dropped everything. You fucked us off this morning,
but you know what you were saying there about, Emery, Tuchel, whoever, get the money, buy him out the contract. This is what I said to you the other week. They might not want to go there.
Do you know what, though? They've got a great excuse for Michael now because it didn't quite work out for Ollie. Do you know what I mean? Once they had him as interim and then put him as permanent, it didn't quite work out after that.
Do you think
I think they've got a great excuse now.
But do you think we're right going back to Ollie? Honestly, would you think it's right? We all love Ollie, we love Michael. We're all in a.
If they've
the three lads we're talking about, Darren and Mike, we're all mates. So it's hard. But
if they've got to take an interim, it is either Ollie or Michael. For some reason, I'd just favour Michael because I don't think Michael's quite got the scars that Ollie had from last time because it ended not very well. Really bad defeat at Watford. And Michael's not got them scars of that happening to him, so I'd probably just go for the fresh Michael Carrick. Yeah. He's got some good experience now, hasn't he, Michael? Yeah.
As a fan, pick one manager in the Premier League now and then pick a manager from any league.
To come in?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, now.
What you mean, like a dream one, and then a gettable?
Yeah, one's like just Premier League. No disrespect to any other clubs at the minute going, hey, he's staying with us. But if you could pick any Premier League manager now, who would you pick? And then if you could pick any manager from world football, who would you pick?
Well, before he went to Spurs, I'd have said Thomas Frank when he was at Brentford. Then he's gone to Spurs and now they're not doing well, so it's kind of put me off it a little bit.
They weren't doing well anyway. I know they won that cup, but they were shite.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but at least they're 14th now. They're not. They're not 17th, are
they? But it's like, it's just so tough because it's like, well, it depends. Am I picking a manager that we're going to get behind for 3 years and then hope to go and challenge, or am I picking someone who's going to come in right now and get results? I saw. I never thought about it. Keno said Eddie Howe, and it's like, well, if you actually want someone to come in and probably stabilise the ship, that's probably not a bad
steady,
shout.
Isn't he?
We mentioned him last week. I really like what he's done at Newcastle.
Yeah, I actually, to be honest, what he did at Bournemouth, I really liked as well. And so, if I had to choose, I'd probably say Howe, or maybe Emery. But again, as we saw when he was at Arsenal, if he's not given time, he's gone. Right, Villa's given him time. He's got results, and then he's flying for Villa now. He was in a title charge 2 weeks ago. Probably still in it if Arsenal drop more points. Outside of the Premier League, I'd probably say I'd see how he does in the World Cup. If we get group stage, there's no chance, surely. But then again, what he did at Chelsea, he's won Champions League. So it's like international football, club football is totally different. So you've got Tuchel. And then if you want, for example, a manager who's going to come in and you want someone that players are going to go, he's the dog's bollocks here, we've got no other option but to listen, I'd probably go Ancelotti. But like you said, 5-10 years ago, he'd be a bit better.
It's funny, isn't it, with Tuchel, because I think what you lot are saying about that these people who are behind the scenes making decisions, I feel as though Tuchel's will be a bit too on the front foot for them. I think he'll challenge them too much. Possibly, so they almost want someone to come in who's going to like be a sort of like, all right, I'll go with the flow. But it's never going to get you the results, is it? That
Unai Emery would be the one in it, but you're not going to get him the way the club's works. Our club works. I don't think you'd get him.
So I think you would.
I don't think you would. I just don't think you would. If he's a bright fella, he's going to look at the back, what's happened over the last 4 or 5 years, and go, "Why am I going?" You would, wouldn't you? Why am I going to that?
Yeah, but do you not see it as a challenge?
Good payout.
Yeah.
But you not see it as a challenge. I want to be the man to turn it around.
100%.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah.
Because
he's got to be back with that, though, hasn't he? He's got to be really back with promises and all that. And I don't know what, but for me, I just the more I think about Pochettino, I think he's what he did at Tottenham, the way he coached, the way he got a really young team playing well, really well. And I see him firsthand looking at what he was doing, how he behaved on the football pitch. He was intense, but then he weren't like on top of them all. He let them be the like individuals. He just reminded me of a top
as well, when you meet him, he's such a
fella.
nice guy. Just you go, you'd want to play for someone like him. The little geezer. Who's the little geezer who's always with him? I forgot his bloody name now. He's a diamond.
He weren't called Jesus, was he?
He was called Jesus. It's Jesus. Jesus or something like that. Yeah. But again, you just go, oh, what a proper bloke this guy is. You know what I mean?
I'd love to be a fly on the wall this morning, Noel, thinking what they're talking about in that board. But because like we could, listen, we all took over it. We'd be like, what the fuck? Where do you start here?
Who interview? How does that? So just before I move on with Amorim, who at United comes in and goes, hey, this guy over in Portugal's doing well. Who's the first person to say that? And then who's the person who sits down with him and goes, right, interview time?
Jason and Berardi.
I would have thought Jason and Berardi. Yeah.
So Jason won't be out in Portugal keeping his eye on that. He'll have people, scouts or whatever.
They'd have been
Dan
looking
Ashworth was there then, though, wasn't he? So
Dan,
he'd have been probably the one looking after him, and maybe an agent's rang Jason or something, or an agent's rang Berardi and said, I'll have a look at this lad. And
I reckon he's been watched by Berardi and Jason when they were at City. for years. I'm telling you now.
Because that was a rumour when it was
they've been watching him,
Yeah.
and then when this has happened, they've gone, well, we've been watching him for the last 2 years. We've got all our dossiers on him. Let's put it in front of the board and let's go for that guy. That's what I think happened. Yeah, we had our half an hour with Welbs after the game, didn't we? Talking to Danny.
Yeah.
Do you think would you put him in the England squad?
Welbeck.
Yeah.
100%.
Where we are now. Say it was getting announced next week. Obviously, things can change through the season.
Yeah.
But
Do you know why? Because I think certain players, no matter what level of football you play, if you've got a certain lad in your team who you know is a decent player but also professional, good at what he does, I think, because you don't want to bring someone who's maverick manager all the time going, am I getting on? Am I getting?
Yeah,
well,
he'd accept being on the bench, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And maybe like 10 minutes here.
With England, you've got to accept being on the bench because it's Harry Kane.
Of course, yeah.
But you wouldn't want
exactly.
you wouldn't want to play against someone on the physical side of Danny in the last 10 minutes in the heat.
Yeah, as again, for the last 10, 15
Yeah,
minutes.
I'd
I
definitely
think
have him.
Watkins as well would be
Oh,
one.
Watkins,
Watkins is unbelievable.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's got to.
For me, I'd take him, but that's obviously.
Who would you take him over though?
That's the thing.
Who are the 3-4 strikers we're going to take?
I think for me, they've got us pull back on the 10s. They've got too many 10s. They're going to have to make a few decisions on that and go, you know what? Everyone loves you, whoever it's going to be, but we're leaving you because we've got two or three other 10s. They've got.
I think
Palmer,
this manager will do as well.
They've got
He'll leave a Foden out or
They've
something.
got Palmer, Foden, Green, all these players that can play a 10.
Can't leave Foden out.
No, I'm not saying they will, but they're going to have to leave. There's 4 or 5. They're going to have to leave one of them, 2 of them out, and then that gives you an extra forward.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's hard to name 3 or 4 centre forwards, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is.
Watkins, Kane, Welbeck.
Calvert-Lewin.
Solanke if he's fit, Calvert-Lewin, but he's not been in around it, has it?
He won't be getting in.
No.
Mitre, the world's original football brand. This has been around since the very first kick. Trusted on parks, training grounds and stadiums all over the world for over 200 years. It's a brand for real football people, raw, honest and obsessed with the game with all its chaos and magic.
Mitre's range is a different league, built for players, coaches and anybody who loves a kickabout.
For people who want gear they can trust every time, delivered fast through Amazon. So they're always ready for what the game throws at them.
This season, Mitre has unveiled the reimagined Ultimax Pro Match balls for the 25-26 Emirates FA Cup and Adobe Women's FA Cup. Do you realise, lads, that you two, in 2 of your treble-winning games, the FA Cup and the Premier League, used these in '99?
This one it was. I remember this one, don't you know?
Yeah.
Was it that one?
Yeah, it was definitely this one.
Yeah.
I used to like them balls actually. Do you know when they first started kicking a ball and they started moving? When you see a keeper, when you think, oh, you did that. That's what these were like.
Yeah.
You could do it with them.
You know, you two are talking about the '99 treble and playing with those balls, and my only memory of these Mitre footballs is the pain of getting one on the thigh
legs in the winter.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's had a stinger off a Mitre, haven't they?
Yeah. Going off story, do you know when you was a kid at school, remember the orange balls with pimples on? They were Mitre.
Were they?
When they used to hit you used to have Mitre written on your leg.
I tell you what, excellent branding by Mitre. That. Well, let's get a ball that leaves an imprint on your face and your legs.
They were great balls. I do remember them.
Yeah,
they were very, very good. But these new ones look very nice, don't they?
Yeah, they're more the modern day.
I didn't know this was the reigning title holders ball that they play with. Nobody else to play with it.
Not for very long.
I know, yeah, straight out.
Do you know also as well, there's something about when you're on a pitch and the ball comes on and you see Mitre on it, you go, oh, this is proper.
Yeah,
proper
proper,
football.
Proper, yeah.
Yes, we love that. Do you know the Ultimax is the first ball to be recorded at being kicked at over 100 miles an hour, but we don't know which player it was. Who do you think it might have been?
Tony Yeboah.
Tony Yeboah.
You have read my mind.
Hey?
Honestly, I was going to say
I'm
Tony
like Ruby
Yeboah.
Wax.
I was going to say John Arnaritza.
All right, yeah, Hammerfoot.
He could smash a ball.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that left foot, yeah, powerful.
I reckon Yeboah, when he hits the bar, that was
it
the
comes
100
down.
mile an hour one. Yeah.
What's your favourite goal using one of these balls?
I think I scored in the FA Cup final with that ball. I'm not 100%, but I think I did.
It would have been, wouldn't it? If
it must have been the
must
FA
have
Cup.
been, yeah.
Must have been. We won 2-0, so I scored the second goal against Newcastle.
left foot, wasn't it?
Left foot, yeah. I didn't hit it that well.
Scuffed it,
really.
didn't you?
Scuffed it a little bit, yeah. But keeper should probably.
Lovely
done better.
scuff though,
But
FA
did
Cup final winner.
Not only the
What
scuff.
a scuff.
That goes to show what a good ball it is. Even if you scuff it, it goes in.
The full range is available now on mitre.com and Amazon. From training balls that never let you down to FIFA quality pro-approved match balls ready for the pingers.
That includes the newly launched Emirates FA Cup range, plus shin pads, gloves, and all the kit you're going to need for training and match day. Check out the Mitre range on mitre.com and Amazon today.
Mitre, it's a different league.
Park up United.
Macclesfield.
Hey, the FA Cup. I love the FA. Do you know what I love about the FA Cup? Nova.
No, yeah, I do.
Oh, it's
How
proper.
good is that?
Yeah.
It's proper, isn't it?
A goal's a goal.
A goal's
you
a
celebrate
goal.
it.
And do you know what?
Unless it's against you.
But this is what I think growing up, if you're a football fan, everyone with their team has been with their mates at some point, slating referee, like sort box out. But that's good. You need that.
And
You
do you know
need
what?
it.
Looking over the weekend, I don't even think there was a controversial decision, was there, where you thought?
There was an handball or something.
Yeah, the
on
Wrexham
one of the
game.
that
They
one.
scored.
Yeah.
But it was handball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but that's the only time it got held up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I think the FA Cup, maybe it's just the era I'm from, but I still love it.
You'd have liked to go for a beer in Macclesfield on Saturday night, though, wouldn't you?
100%.
It'd have been brilliant. It'd have been buzzing, wouldn't it? It'd have been absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it?
So, when we're chatting about that, so when you look at a team like Macclesfield, I think they're over 100 places lower than Crystal Palace in the league. You two have played in the FA Cup. When you're playing a team, and again, no disrespect to Macclesfield, do you feel as though Crystal Palace lads have gone, fucking, it'll be right. It's just a leg stretch. This we'll win this. Whereas when you look, they won the FA Cup last season against City. So you're playing City, and you're going, it's City. Do you think there's a little bit of like against Macclesfield? They've gone.
Do you know what it is, Paddy? I think when you go into a game like that and you switch off, and all of a sudden you think, shit. It's really hard to turn it back on. You know, it is. It's like a tap. You know, you get told that all the time. You can't turn it on and off. It's not a tap. It is hard. If you go into a game in the wrong frame of mind, all of a sudden you're thinking, fucking hell, they're not that bad, these.
Yeah.
And then the crowd gets up and you just can't get going again. I remember we played lower teams loads of times. The worst ones we got when you go into your way in Europe to unknowns and you're thinking, they're fucking brilliant. They're you're going, what's going on?
What the
and you
fuck
get all dizzy.
there?
And you can see why Palace have done that. They've gone there. And really, I think he made the comment about it, the manager actually, in his interview. It's like, he was 100% right what he was saying. I don't think it's about tactics or anything. If you're playing that, you just got to go and say, if he's better than me, you just got to go and, it's your attitude. Your attitude's wrong in that game.
I was just going to say that.
And there's not, by the way, there's no excuses, because all this crap about it's an artificial pitch. I used to love playing artificial pitches when we was kids. It's so easy. Everything's smooth. It's nice. It's brilliant, isn't it? I used to love playing on the AstroTurf.
We actually did it later in my career when we played Moscow away.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
If you go into like attitude.
Yeah.
I think a lad said on the radio, who scored a goal, and with a bandage on his head, he said, Mark Gay, we knew we had a chance with Mark Gay. He said, we don't really fancy playing on AstroTurf.
I mean, it's stupid, isn't it?
It's a stupid thing to say.
But you'd rather play AstroTurf than a really crappy pitch, muddy pitch that you can't control the ball on.
Your attitude's got to be right. We played we got beat by York, if you remember. Well, that was in the League Cup, which was a little bit different.
Yeah.
I can't remember lower league. Northampton away we played.
He's mentioned York because he scored 2 goals and he's try to get some.
Don't like to talk about it.
Some clips back up.
Forgot about that, Nick.
Yeah, but if you're a pro footballer as well, you've got to have played on a million AstroTurfs, haven't you?
At
some point. It's not as though you've never been on one.
These AstroTurf these days, when we were kids, they were like, that.
Fucking skin off your knees, won't they?
Well, they're fucking full of Vaseline.
Well, to be fair, the rugby lads playing them now, so that shows how cushioned they are. So, but I think Macclesfield, all credit to them, I watched the game and they were a better team.
It was really pleased for the owner as well, because he put a few quid. We know what it's like putting a few quid into lower league clubs.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, it's still a lot of fucking money, so he'd have lost a fortune him. So now to get that, I think they weighed 250, 300 grand. If they get another big club now, again, they're going to make another 300 grand.
I hope they do as well.
I think they've gone up every year since he's been there, and now I think they're mid-table, so they've stagnated a little bit.
The only good thing about it, well, not the only good, it's great that they won, but that Robbie Fabby's weren't there, because he'd be still there now dancing outside, wouldn't he? He'd be jumping all over the show, wouldn't he?
Do you know, to be
fair,
like
still dancing, it's all me, it's all me.
To be fair to Sav, he's doing well, is it? Forest Green, is it?
Yeah, the top of second now.
He's doing
top
well.
3 or 4.
To be fair to Sav, when he went in there with that guy who bought it, and they have turned it round. I don't just mean what's happening on the pitch, I mean the club and how they've set it up and the facilities there,
community
for the fans.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
But I tell you what, I got a Deliveroo from there. Fucking lovely.
From where?
Footballers. The kitchens at Macclesfield.
Deliveroo from
They've
there?
got like a fancy restaurant there now. Someone told me about it. I got the old crispy sweet chili beef. Oh, you don't know you're born in the jungle knocking them kangaroos' dicks back. You want to get yourself at Macclesfield. I'm telling you. Hey, but that's football aside. If you live in the vicinity and you're on the old Deliveroo, get lovely food.
Chili beef.
That doesn't get me fucking freebie. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't like to talk about it, lads. I don't like to talk about it. Do you know, everyone talks about Crystal Palace Macclesfield. Just like, you know, what are you, 24?
Yeah.
Do you still have that buzz about the FA Cup?
I don't know. The FA Cup to me is the FA Cup. Like, it's another trophy we want to win. And I don't know why, but when we won it, under tonight I started crying, so obviously I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I don't know why. Right.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Right. And I was buzzing, but it's like I love the FA Cup, for example, the Macclesfield Palace.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it gives them teams that, you know, people write off straight away. And it's like when we won it, Coventry versus us in the semi.
They should have beat us.
Yeah, exactly.
They got the goal disallowed. That was actually their
100%,
goal.
yeah. So it's like, I love that bit of the fact of, in reality, unless you're Man City, you're playing Exeter at home and they've won 10-1.
Yeah.
Apart from that, you're fucking buzzing. Like, I went to Salford versus City. It was a waste of time.
Was you there?
Yeah, I was, yeah. It was a waste of time.
We were great for 2 minutes. We were brilliant for 2 minutes. We had a big chance. We had a big chance in the first 2 minutes.
3 goals that game, yeah.
Fucking
I scored 3 goals.
And I reckon 6 of their goals were offside.
No VAR.
No, yeah. Do you know what? I was so happy when City scored 9 when they got to the 9th one. I said, I thought for that it was a team worse than us.
It's funny with that City result, isn't it? Because that's the thing with the FA Cup. You either get like what's happened with Macclesfield, a giant killing one, or you get like an absolute battering, but it's still good to see. Not so good if you're an Exeter.
No.
Have you ever played in a game where you've been on the end, even before United, where you've been absolutely battered? Have you ever been on a end of a 6-0 or a 7-0?
5-1 Newcastle, I remember that.
I didn't play, I don't think.
Oh, you don't go further than 3 hours, did you? Keep telling you that.
That's 2.5.
2.5.
I've been in Newcastle a
What
few
was
times.
that? I don't remember that.
5. I remember Albert did that chip
Albert,
at the
yeah.
end, and it was one of them nights when you just absolutely.
We got hammered at Southampton once, you remember.
I remember that one.
Did it finish 6-3 or something? Letizier chip as well.
Who was on the pitch in that 5-1 then? Who were the United team?
I made that up with Cantona, you,
Cantona,
Keane,
all
Giggs,
the big hitters were out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bruce, Palace, though, would have thought, and Gary.
Yeah.
Good team, wasn't it? Yeah.
Coley would have played.
Coley would have played, yeah.
It's mad, isn't it, when that just happens like that?
Yeah.
Did you see Wrexham Forest?
Yeah, good
Yeah,
game,
it was
great
nice.
game.
I enjoyed that as well.
Great game, yeah.
Tell you, the FA Cup, it's... well, I remember when I was younger, we're always sunny on the FA Cup final. And it just... Like, I know it's all changed now, iPads, newspaper sales are down, but like, you go past all news agents and they'd have the boards outside with like the games on. There'd be people in pubs. It was a real buzz.
I felt in them days it was bigger. That's why when Ginge said he's like shed a tear when United won it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It feels like it's gone a little bit because do you know
the build up to
yeah,
the FA Cup?
it was unbelievable, wasn't it? But now, what squads do now?
songs.
What squads do now? They like rest the best players. It seems.
Oh,
for,
do you know
doesn't
what
it?
pisses me off
Which
as
is
well?
the area
Yeah.
what you've grown up in, isn't it?
When managers don't wear suits to the final.
Yeah.
That takes the piss.
Yeah.
And that's what doesn't...
That is the
I think it
piss
takes
take.
the piss out of the cup, to be honest.
Yeah.
The story when we played in I think one of the first FA Cups we played in, it was like because you have a big build up and we was young and naive and we did an interview on the rowing on the boats.
They were jumping
Morning
the
of the game. We're playing
River Thames down the
River
River Thames.
Thames.
Up
I'm
there.
rowing.
You're having like a little
So
day out.
BBC, one of the channels are interviewing us about what do you think about the days of the game, and we're rowing down a thing, and then we're jumping off it like bombing into the Thames, and we're playing a FA Cup final in about 4 hours. So we get back, and the manager's gone absolutely ape shit. Or so going mad.
Traipsing through the hotel piss.
We're doing like our pre-match, and it's come on the TV. We're all rowing a thing like that about 3 hours earlier.
That's
The
hilarious.
manager's gone, what the fuck? We didn't know. It was like, so what you got to do? You got to do interviews. You get asked to do it.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you get asked to do something. You go, yeah, fine, just do it.
Yeah.
But the build up, I remember it all. St and Greasy build up when you was younger.
St. Greasy, I used to love that.
But you know, now it is, whether you like it or not, and we're traditional about the FA Cup, but Champions League took over it. The Premier League's massive.
I think it is coming back a little bit, though. You know.
Do you reckon?
I don't think many teams are resting as many players.
Well, it's a massive trophy to win, especially when
it's harder to win the league and the Champions League. So probably some managers will have a go at getting the FA Cup bit of silverware.
Yeah, you think about last year at Crystal Palace, wasn't it? That doesn't happen very often. Even the League Cup coming back a little bit. You look at the semi-finals now.
Yeah. How old would you have been that season when United pulled out the FA Cup? Do you remember that? They went to
2000 that was.
2000 was it?
Fuck off.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. No, I wasn't even born. 2001 I was born.
Get out. That is outrageous. No way.
Yeah.
See, I think United had an hand in that, taking a little bit of the shine off the FA Cup when they did
I wouldn't
that.
say in that way. I think we had a bit of a hand in it because the manager started resting players. I think he was the first one to do it, to probably change his full team.
Yeah. When I'll talk about the Ball League in a minute, but we were saying just before we started, you manage a team as well.
Yeah, Winton United.
Are you managing that, or are you like the owner, manager?
No,
everything?
So it's part of a club, Winton Wanderers, which is the club I played for growing up at under 17s, under 18s. And then I went away to college, do whatever. And then I was doing YouTube. I thought, well, I want to get into management, so I'll start at the bottom. So I went back to the club, Winton Wanderers, and I said, look, I want to start a team. So we started at under 18s. And then it's just a normal team. It's not, I don't own it or anything like that. I'm just literally the manager for it. We did the league, went invincible.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Sorry. Unbeaten, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
We went unbeaten, won the league cup, and then we're under 21s now, and then we're still unbeaten at this minute in time.
Brilliant.
So when you're managing a team like that with that kind of success, regardless of what league you're playing, what's your biggest worry? Is it losing a player? Is it injuries? Or is it coming up against a bogey team?
If we lose the players, for the reason I set it up is there's not many things in Manchester, that give kids of grassroots that opportunity to go and shine. Like, I've got some incredible players. For example, one of them plays in my Baller League team now, and there's other players that I know could easily go non-league. And then when you go non-league, you got more chance of getting scouted stuff like. So for me to lose a player, I'm happy to. I'm more than happy to, because it gives them the opportunity. I want to go and see them achieve what they can achieve. Well, I think for my level, it's more the fact of you don't know what you're up against. Teams aren't recording their games, so you're turning up on a Saturday at 9 o'clock, and you've got there's no scouting, there's all that. You've got one ref, there's no linos. You deal with whatever's going on, right? And as much as tactics and all that stuff, in reality, I think at this level it's 80% mindset.
Yeah,
similar to the
well, you're out taking dog shit off pitch first and all, aren't you, and all that carry on.
You must get some good players up, because look, we've seen at football clubs now, they're almost professional players when being 6, 7, 8 years of age. You get to 16, 17, they're bored shitless. Yeah. So you must pick up them ones who get released.
Yeah, so we started, when we first started, I did like a trials day, about 60, 70 people came down. Fletcher was actually there, to be honest. I got him to come down to help me pick my team. Not bad, that, is it? I'll tell you that.
You get beat?
No.
Hey, come on.
Then chose a team from there. And then, like you said, we've got some really good players that I'm hoping will get picked up. And then even the teams we're playing against, I've had players from the teams we're playing against that have had that 30-minute video on them. They're now at like other clubs as well. So it's like
what league are you in?
Bolton and Bury Division 1.
Right.
With that in mind, and you do the Ball League as well, at what point do you yourself think? Do you know what? I'm gonna go and do some badges, like, you know what these lads do. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, so before I went into the jungle, I went back to my old college, Eccles College, which is United Foundation College, and I said to him, I want to come and do my badges, because I don't know what age yet, but I do actually want to go into management. Whether I'm in my 30s, whether I'm in my 40s, or whether I'm in my late 20s, definitely want to go into management, because at the end of the day, someone needs to fucking save United. So give me 25 years, something like that.
Are you a manager or a head coach?
No, I'm a manager. Don't worry. But yeah, I definitely will be doing my badges and seeing what I can do.
These two loved doing the badges. Oh, absolutely loved it. Look at the smiles on their faces.
Fucking painful.
Wasn't it? We started them early as well. As you said, we started ours, 27, something like that?
I was late. I didn't do it till I finished.
I did my A licence, B licence with all the lads together. Me, Giggsy, Keeney, Nev, Phil, Ollie. Did the B licence and A licence and the Pro licence. It's a straight.
Did you said Wazza were on one and he did one day and then just fucked off?
Wazza was on with me. It was about 7 hours. Me, Rio, Shazer, Wazza, what the fuck are you doing? Never thought he wanted to be a coach in his life.
Yeah.
And at the first one, he was sat at the desk right at the very front of the teacher's pet. Fucking unbelievable, asking questions, writing everything down. Didn't see him again. Fucking once he was there. Honestly, the course was about 10 weeks. Didn't see him again.
He probably could have done with going back, to be honest.
Shots fired. Tell me about the Ball League. How much you're in it, but did you get involved with the actual setting up of it? Whose idea is that?
CEO's called Felix. It was his idea during COVID. It started in Germany, massive in Germany. And then he brought it over to England, pitched obviously people their idea and stuff like that. And then they're going to move it into America as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Is there, for everyone playing in it and everyone who's a manager in it, is there any financial rewards?
Yeah, all the players get paid to play.
All right.
There's three contracts. So I've got a team of 12 players. You get 2 tier 1. I think it's 5 tier 2 and 4 tier 3, something like that. Tier 1's £800 a week. Tier 2 is 500 and tier 3 is 300. So, for example, like for some players, it's fucking massive.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. It's more than
spin-offs what come from it as well.
Exactly.
£800 a week, and
it's a week's wage in one.
You're working, yeah, exactly. That,
and you're on Sky, so you've got more chance of being seen, stuff like that.
You've played the last few, haven't you?
Yeah, well, 2 games, 2 goals. I didn't want to bring it up, but do you know what I mean? We had a really bad season this season, and we were like out the top 4.
Because you were away, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly, mate. Yeah. No, funny story. I've not seen my team win. The only games we've won when I was away. So it is what it is. But yeah, we were out of it, so I said, fuck it, I'll put my boots on. And then went out and played and enjoyed it.
Now, going back to your team, sorry, your under-21 team. Did Luke Littler play a game?
Yeah, we'd already won the league, and it was our last game at home. We're having celebrations and all that after it. So I got Luke Littler down, he whacked his shirt on, did a little scorpion pass, scored a penalty as well.
Can he play? Is he all right?
Not too bad, to be honest. He's not too bad, but I was a bit scared of, I don't want to be the guy to bring him on and he breaks his fucking wrist.
Can I just say, we're talking about Luke Littler.
He probably ought to play left-handed anyway.
Wait, this is what I love about you, and it's I think for any, I say young person as though you're not young, but I think you're a really good role model for youngsters coming through, because what I like about you is you're a grafter. You don't just sit back. You've got all these different things going. I mean, this is why I'm talking about Littler. Before we start the pod, you were on about doing a bit of training to play darts professionally as well.
I've got a setup that I stream from. I've streamed darts as well there, and when
you say streaming, what is streaming like?
So fucking hell, Scholesy. Get for the youngsters, man.
Right. Get down with the kids.
My kids love him, honestly.
Yeah.
The first time I come across it was in the final in Berlin. I took my kids there, and we was outside the stadium looking for a taxi. It took fucking ages. My daughter said, "There's Angry Ginge." I thought she was talking to me. I thought,
you're not for that.
Sorry, I don't know who that is, but obviously now you see it all. But streaming, so is that going on YouTube streaming?
Yeah, no.
Do you know what it is?
My son's obsessed. My son's gutted.
My daughter loves him.
He was coming on.
I hadn't told my daughter because she would come with me.
He ran me and went, "Why you tell Angry Ginge coming on?" He didn't ask. He went, "Fuck's sake."
You know, I've just had a moment in my head there, because when Ginge is on, you're going, "Oh, my kids love him," and this, that, and the other. You know what I get when I'm out? "Oh, my mum loves you. My nan loves you." I'm like, fucking hell, can I not have the youngsters like him, mate? I said, "Oh, man, lot of fucking bag of worms in their hand."
My daughter especially said, "What are you watching?" She gets on her phone all the time. Just watch YouTube.
YouTube or Twitch, yeah. So it's
what's Twitch?
That's the app. That's basically.
Is that what you stream on?
YouTube is videos. You can also stream on there. But then Twitch is live streaming.
So how many hours a day would you do that?
On average, I'd probably say stream 6 to 8 hours a day. So normally I start at 4 and then I'll finish it around Some days will be 2 o'clock, some days will be 1 o'clock, and then now I'm about 12:30.
Right, do you know, I've actually seen clips of them, because they come up on your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
It always looks like your dog's dead, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like what?
His dog's dead.
What's that?
No, but it goes over as if it's actually fucking dying. I thought, is it all right? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've got a Shih Tzu called Spike. He's 14
Spike,
years old.
Oh,
Right?
Christ.
He's 14, so touch wood. He'll still be all right when I get out of
You
it.
keep prodding it, don't you? It don't fucking move,
no,
does it?
he's deaf. He's going blind. He's proper deep sleep. I just go over and go, you all right?
But it don't fucking move.
Do you know what you're saying about not knowing much about that stream? Like, I'm saying, like, I don't know what Twitch is and all that, you know. And I always think to myself, I should have a look at all that and what have you. But a mutual friend of ours, Tony Duggan, who's a fucking absolute
brilliant
diamond.
She's a laugher,
She
she's
is.
so funny.
And she is a scream. We've got a lot of time for Tone. But I was with her once and she were on about you. And I said, what's he doing? She went, he's in the middle of this 24-hour fucking stream. I went, 24 hours?
Yeah.
What's that? I mean, I know what 24 hours is. Non-stop.
That's a full day, Paddy.
Yeah.
But fucking, we'd be lost without him. We'd be lost without him. We'd be lost without him.
Yeah, I've done a couple of them, and then there's these things called a subathon that I'm going to do soon. And the last one I did went for 86 hours. So I'm just literally doing streaming for 86 hours. But then
Stop. How many days is
4.
that?
3 and a bit.
Oh, you've done it. He was working it out. So go on.
so it's like
3.5 days.
It is, yeah. 3.5 days.
4 he was wrong, wasn't it?
Carol Vorderman.
Well, wait a minute, you stay awake for 3.5 days?
No, I sleep on camera. So I slept on the
people
floor.
actually
Excuse
watch
me?
you asleep.
You're 24. Where do you squeeze a wank in?
I don't
You've got to lower the tone.
No, we've got these are facts. He's a young
You
lad.
mention a wank every week.
He's a young
He's a young lad. He's a young lad.
Imagine how hard it was in there.
Literally.
Get a dog leash, probably.
So hang on. You set a camera up. This is all one room.
Yeah, so you walk in my room, I've got my desk, I've got monitor there, camera there, mic, and then, for example, I've got my dartboard on the wall with cameras around it.
You set it all up, don't you?
Yeah.
A bit better than IKEA.
Fucking
Really.
who's your broadband provider? That's what I
I was
want to
going
know.
to say, how many times a day does your broadband you come out, knock out at home? Mine goes off all the time.
well,
You can't even get Sky on
I've
half
got
the
3
time,
kids, so they're all on their iPads. We've got the telly and all that carry on, all your phones and what have you.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do you keep your speeds up?
I don't know, not for me to worry about.
Well,
as long as it's
who is
something
it?
about
We want to know who this provider is first. Let's get to nitty gritty. Who you with?
Don't you talk about all these videos and stuff and video games and falling asleep? How many people are watching that? Do you know that?
Yeah. So I'd say on average, I average between at the minute, like I think we literally did IRL, which is walking around streaming, and it's from literally your phone. So I've got a phone on a tripod, and then whatever the camera's showing is what they're watching. We literally went to Fives at Trafford, and I think there was 16,000 people just watching us.
Unbelievable.
Literally play six-a-side.
Are you not when you're doing it live constantly? 80 odd hours you say on this next one. Like I remember when Big Brother first started on the telly, right? And then they started doing the celebrity ones, didn't they? Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking, well, when you're in that,
Have you been on it?
have I hang on a minute, hang on a minute, son.
Fucking hell.
Hang on a minute, son. I horsed them.
I saw you on another quiz the other week. What was it? The one in the middle where you sit in the chair in the middle?
Oh, that's Christmas special at the wheel. Yeah. Hey, won the most money, didn't I?
Did you? I don't know. Turn it off.
No Pictionary rounds. He'd be fucking buzzing. No, but like when those programs are edited, now they let stuff go out which causes everyone to kick off and what have you. But if you're doing it, no break, no nothing, how do you self-edit yourself?
Well, that's the one thing I've always done, like not self-editing, but I've always just been myself. So like when I started and I had 7 people watching me, I'd make the same jokes then as I would now. So people understand what they're going to get with me. So if I say something that has took the piss out of one of my mates, for example, right?
Yeah.
And people might go, "Oh, that's a bit far." I'd go, Well, I did it when I had 10 people watching. I'm not going to stop now. I've got 10,000.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you can stream anytime you want and it just goes onto your channel.
Yeah,
Or do you record it and then do it? It's always live.
No, it's always live. Yeah,
Stick
always
us on
live.
your channel now. We'll all be like that.
A lot of it's brutal as well, isn't it? You like slagging each other's
Oh
mums
yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Me and H, when we were playing pro clubs, used to slag each other's mum off. My dad left me, so everyone takes the piss out of that. Pardon?
You had a bit with Wazza as well.
Yeah, Waz threatened to come round to my house and bang me. Stuff like that.
Kinky. Surely he just want to beat you up. Okay, now he's changed his tune. Fucking hellfire.
But yeah, but like we took the piss out of Wazza getting sacked for Birmingham, so we played each other on FIFA and Aaron, and then like Wazza would choose like Real Madrid or something, and Aaron would just go straight. He went straight to fucking Birmingham. Wazza was like, well, don't take the piss, mate.
It is bonkers that, like, even just getting my head round the sheer technicals of setting that up.
Yeah.
That many cameras. I'm, like me now at the minute, I'm doing this, like even this YouTube, and we do it. We come in here, we do it, and we have a good laugh, and luckily it's going down all right. But outside of this chat, when we us three leave here, these are a lot who are the magic behind it. Like, so you must have a team of people who edit stuff for you. And
So obviously I've got my managers and my agent, stuff like that, which are absolutely incredible. And then I've also, for myself, I've got 4 people on. So I've got 4 cameramen, and then 2 editors as well.
okay, that's some outlay of
mission,
that.
innit?
That's some outlay of that, isn't it? Wages and what
How
have
do
you.
you make money? I don't understand how it works. They like
So-
subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah,
or-
so
they
YouTube-
pay to do that.
No, so YouTube you subscribe for free, but YouTube you should know this, you're fucking on YouTube.
Hey,
I don't know. honestly.
these lot are tighter than fucking crap. We're lucky to get a coffee. We went over to Overlap of a week. They're all coffees, croissants,
We didn't get a coffee there,
clothes.
remember?
And we were
We didn't
like,
get a coffee
fucking
there.
They
hell.
fucked us off there as
cheating
well,
fuckers.
didn't they?
Shiny
Let's stop that
cheating
cheating.
fuckers.
So on YouTube you get paid per 1,000 views. So your CPM, I don't know what it stands for, but it's like your CPM might be £15 per 1,000 views. But for me, because I swear in my videos, stuff like that, mine might be £3. So
Right.
if you get
You're
a video,
fucking killing us, you, Paddy, what you keep saying.
You're fucking killing us.
and then you get paid per views, obviously, and ad revenue. That's where it comes from. And then on Twitch, people can subscribe to your channel, so they don't get any adverts. They just watch you for however long, and they don't get no adverts. And then they can donate to you and give bits and gift subs. So if you were watching and you were getting adverts, I could gift you the subs, and you don't get any adverts.
Has it gone mental since the jungle?
isn't
Then? Oh, was you mental before that? With your agent
It
and stuff?
was crazy before the jungle in terms of like dream come true. Never thought I'd be able to do what I do. And then after the jungle, I got back, and then I'd say my numbers are up, but like because the jungle's a totally different audience, I've not come back and expecting my numbers to triple or double. Because I'm not expecting Margaret to whack on Twitch on
It's
a
the
phone.
older ones,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
That's
yeah.
what I was going to say to you. That step into mainstream, if you like, from what you were doing. Did you also, when you sat like in the jungle and it's, you know, traditional terrestrial TV and you're looking at the cameras and everything else, are you thinking, oh, if I could just have my phone here and do a bit of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Are you thinking how you could improve it?
Bits of it, 100%. Yeah. 'Cause it is torturous. There's a lot of things I'd change, 100%. But it's like, it's just something good to do. Just good to experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the best part of it all? The best part of it. So obviously you got all the trials and obviously fucking winning it. Winning it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. What's the best part? We're looking at the back of it. What's the best thing about
To
that?
be totally honest with you,
Yeah.
getting the fuck out of there.
Was it?
100%.
Was
When
it?
people come up to me now and they say, is it what you see? I say, take what you see on TV and times it by 10.
Really?
Like, it is so hard. And it's the things that happen off camera that you don't see.
Right.
You're watching 45 minutes in a 24-hour day.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way on earth you're going to actually understand the experience.
Yeah.
For example, you get to a point where you're hoping you're on the trial because you get out of
Bored.
camp.
So you're bored.
So
Yeah.
if you're hoping to be having the chance of eating kangaroo dick covered in shit and getting crawled through fish guts,
Yeah.
you're
So it's
in a
like to be
bad
stag
place.
Stag do.
Did they actually tell you football results? Or was you wondering about
No,
that?
yeah, the only
They
time
won't
I
tell you
found
fuck
out. So I obviously was going about United was in there, stuff like that, and then at the end we had these ice creams, and then on the actual stick of the ice cream they'd wrote down the results.
That's right.
And I've obviously bear in mind when we're going in there, we drew to Forest, we drew to Spurs. I'm thinking Ruben's got this, we're fine. We had West Ham, we had Everton, and we had Palace. And I've gone in there and I'm thinking, I think the only one I I can understand us dropping points at Palace, right? And I'm thinking we're coming out, we're going to be top 4, we're doing all right. Yeah. Read the stick, lost 1-0 to Everton, drew to West Ham, and then beat Palace. But I didn't know it was 10 men. Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Would it not fit on a lolly stick?
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, one of my worst days in there. It was fucking terrible.
It's mad because when you watch it as a programme, when you said about you actually want to do a challenge because I should imagine it's a bit boring sat around all day.
That's terrible.
But I love when you see celebrities on the Jungle when they do that thing going, oh, it's a challenge, and they all like try and be dead now. I go, oh, maybe you've not had a go at one, have you? And really, everyone wants fucking do it, but they're trying to be so
gets
lovely.
Me when they bring the food back and then someone's not done a lot, and you go, don't worry. I'll be like, you fucking idiot, I'm starving.
Get no bed.
Did you know H was going in as well before you did it? Because it was obviously convenient for you both
He's
to be
a
mates,
nice
wasn't
lad,
it?
isn't he?
Must have been. Who in there surprised you that you got on so well that you didn't think you would do?
Ruby Wax.
Really?
Yeah, because
she was funny, wasn't she?
She was so funny. And there was one day where she mooned the cameras. It didn't get shown, but like that board was trying to entertain, and then she looked at us and she's going, I might moon the cameras. She turned around and got her ass out. She's like, honestly, the character.
How old is she? She's like
72.
Brilliant.
I was going to say Ruby Wax is definitely our generation. I remember watching her on the telly, and like she was brilliant, really good broadcaster, dead sharp, really funny. So even me, like, because she can't. Did she go off to be a psychologist or something like that? Did she do something?
Oh my goodness, she's psychic.
Is she?
I'm not even joking. She's genuinely psychic.
Ginge, come on, that's not real, son.
Paddy. There was this one day, right? Our toothbrushes come in a bamboo stick, right? There's one day. She's picked this bamboo and she's telling us about her powers. Oh, okay, no worries. This is before we had a trial. So she's walked out, we've hid the bamboo stick. There must have been 7, 8 of us, right? Yeah. And we're all passing it between each other, taking the piss. No, you're wrong. And we got to the trial and she pulls Jack to the side and goes, I'm actually a bit upset they've took the mitt there. So we've said, all right, no, we'll do it properly when we get back. We'll do it properly. Right, bear in mind, first time we're taking the piss, we're laughing, right, and all that. Yeah. She comes back and she gets a bamboo stick, she licks it, it's her way of connecting with the stick, stuff like that. Honestly, come on. Right. So
she licked your stick.
No, lads, you know about me, it's these two.
Dirty bastards.
Bloody ex-players.
And then she walks out, and one of us, there's 8 of us there. She walks out, walks back in, 10 seconds, bang, we had the bamboo stick. I went, no, fuck off, no chance, do it again. Right, one's lucky, walks out, walks back in, all stood there, 8 of us. She went, you, bang, bamboo stick straight away, and then just told us to fuck off. Yeah, honestly.
I'm not putting a couple of guesses down to fucking psychic abilities. Fucking hellfire. I've done that on the bingo. Bet number 8 comes out next, and it has, but I've never won fuck all. Fucking hellfire. It is, I think, it's really interesting hearing your take on that world and stepping into that sort of prime time stuff. When you're there, are you kind of looking round? Because you are successful at what you do, but what the lads were just talking about before, going, oh, who's that? And because we're not of that age who's like watching all that kind of stuff. Was there anyone on there where you're going, oh, fucking hell? Like when Ant and Deck come on, you go, oh, it's Ant and Deck.
Yeah, literally, when we're at the villa and they walk around the corner, I've gone, fucking hell, it's Ant and Deck. Like, it's just mental. Because obviously, grown up, saw him on BGT,
of course.
Saturday Night Takeaway, The Jungle, all this. And
good lads though, weren't they?
Yeah, they're great class.
Right, parking up the old Kangaroos knackers. Let's get back to footy. Manchester Derby. Ooh. This is for me as a neutral. This is. I'm going to say this is the one. I can't wait for this game. I can't wait for it.
I'm away.
Are you excited?
There's a shock.
Philadelphia on Wednesday. Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's like Judy's chance, this fella. He's
Wish
never off the
there,
fucking plane. Right, we'll get into that in a minute.
It's still on over there, Nick. It'll be on telly.
I've got to watch it there, that's what I'm going for.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Watch along.
Oh, okay, nice.
At this moment in time, do you have anything at all and you go, we might get a result there, or are you just thinking, nice?
Always.
I do, because it's a derby, you can't call it, right? But it's like, you're coming in now, and it's like, you don't know who's going to be in charge. I don't know what's going to go on. You don't know who's going to turn up on the day. So it's like, it's just a bit what the fuck's going to happen?
I used to always fancy us over the last few years when we used to play counter-attack against them. You know, you
Yeah.
had like this
Under Ola.
Rashford up front and the speed.
Yeah.
Don't think we've got that now.
Ole had a good record against him. I'll
Don't
just
think
bring him in for this game and then bring Michael in on Monday.
But I don't think we've got that pace up there now to play counter-attack. So
Do you not
It's
think...
like Ginge says, anything can happen. Do you know what? I don't think City are that great this year.
It's just, do you know what it is? It's Haaland.
Yeah.
It is Haaland.
That's
He's
the
the
one.
fucking animal.
Who've we got
Yeah.
to stop him? Do you know what I mean?
do you reckon they'll throw Harry straight in?
Yeah, it plays.
They're going to have to.
Yeah.
He's got
Harry
I hope
and
so.
but if Haaland goes against Martinez,
and there's every chance that he will target him more.
Yeah.
Of course he will.
Martinez is probably up to his knees, isn't he? Outside of Ireland as
to
well.
be fair, like Ginge was saying, no one can handle him. He's that good, that powerful.
Yeah.
He's just
Do
ridiculous.
you, if you United fans, would you not be like, let's just say how he sets it up, it's a full-on, we're just going to throw everything at them, and if we get beat 5-0, so be it, but it'll be entertaining. Would you be happy with that?
No.
No.
Absolutely
Or do you
not.
want it boring as fuck?
I want us to get a
Deep.
result. That's ultimately that's what we need at this minute in time. We need results. We can't keep letting Liverpool drop points who are fucking sat in fourth and then us drawing to Wolves. I mean, we've dropped 2 points. The amount of times over the last 4 weeks, the amount of times after 4 weeks, we could have easily. We should be fourth now.
Yeah.
Easily fourth.
If we win this game, we're in the top 3 and then fuck it up.
Yeah,
How many times
that's
that happened?
what. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. So I don't know what the plan is, but the ultimate aim is get a result.
Yeah.
That is it. I don't care how it happens, but that result's got to be got.
It's an interesting one at City. A couple of things I'm going to touch upon. Firstly, the maddest thing for me is when I heard all the stuff swirling about Maresca taking over from Pep, and I'm going.
That's
again,
every year with Pep.
No,
though, isn't it? 'Cause
no,
everyone-
but that's what I mean. But just as a football fan, you're going, fucking hell! It's not as though he's under pressure there.
No,
right?
he always likes a
it's
year
more
off,
of-
doesn't he?
yeah,
He's been there, it's his longest club he's been at, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took Barcelona, so it's like he's done it
Yeah.
a couple of times. He has this like sabbatical, goes to New York, he's got an apartment there apparently, lives there and just chills out over there for a year and comes back in. I think that's just what people are getting.
Yeah,
at.
it's more a choice of him leaving, not being sacked. And
Yeah.
There's no pressure. Of course, I think it's just totally up to him, whatever he wants to
Yeah,
do.
because did he not just sign a new contract recently for 5 years or something like that? I'm sure I saw
4
something.
years ago, yeah, he's got this is last year.
No, this is about a year ago. I'm sure he
I think
did.
it was a year extension. I think.
Right,
I don't know.
okay.
He's-
Which isn't a good sign, I don't think. If your manager's signing a year extension, you want him signing a 4 or 5 year
It's
one.
amazing he's lasted as long as he has,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because his other clubs, it's like after a couple of years, I'll go and try somewhere else now. And he
Yeah.
hasn't tried Italy yet, has he? So
Yeah. Semenyo, when I heard he would go in there, I personally just thought he's a great player, but I just thought
They don't
a
need
weird signing.
don't need him.
They
no.
don't need him.
He
Sure,
doesn't
you
seem
want
like
someone at the back.
He doesn't seem like a City style of player to me. Do you know what I mean? He's all about pace and power and not
it
the.
looks like a statement signing more than someone they need, really.
He hasn't got like the guile and the little intricate stuff that you expect with City, like
Yeah.
a David Silva in the past
Yeah.
or a Phil Foden.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem that type of player, but you still love to have him.
I absolutely
wish we
love,
had him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Semenyo.
Yeah.
And I
Brilliant,
wanted him
yeah.
to come to United. I
Yeah,
thought he was
yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
He'd be more suited to us, you know.
Exactly, 100%. And it's like the one thing I don't want for him now is a bit like what happened to Grealish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see it happening because from what it looked like for me is City took the player away from Grealish and it was drive to the edge of the box and cut back.
Yeah,
and that's all he
Yeah.
really did. And then he's gone to Everton, and I don't watch Everton all the time now, but he feels like more free of a player.
yeah.
I mean, you see him doing things, you see him taking people on, getting the assists, getting the goals, and if that happens to Semenyo, it's like another player that we've lost there.
And as well, you're in a team at City where you're not guaranteed start every week, are you?
No.
Regardless of how good you are as well. You
No,
could just
nonsense,
swap
yeah.
it up. It's fucking nightmare if you've got him in the Fantasy Football League, any City players.
As Ginge said, he's been like a big fish in a small pond, hasn't he? Now he's just like a normal player again now. Where
Yeah.
Jack was there at Villa. Jack was unbelievable at Villa. He's like
ridiculous.
a talisman for him, and he was for Bournemouth. Now it's going to be a little bit different for him.
You're right, though, both. You're right. You look at he wasn't needed, was he? It's not. It's not like you're desperate for someone to play on the wings and
When
or
you look at
attacking.
City, you think need a centre half,
Yeah.
need a right.
That's what I was
back
saying,
there.
yeah, you need someone at the back, don't you?
Yeah.
John Stones looked like he'd be leaving at the end of the season as well. I know he's had a lot of injuries, but I love John Stones.
I
thought he
love
was
John
brilliant.
Stones. What a player,
Well,
but he just
yeah.
can't stay fit. The lad, can he?
Great player. And again, great lad. I know it gets said a lot, but just lovely, lovely lad.
Do you know something though, Paddy? I think footballers at a high level get a bit of bad stick about that because I don't know too many that have played at the top that are not good lads.
Yeah.
You get the one or two, but most of them are good lads.
Yeah.
Even the ones that you don't like, you play against. You meet them at England or you meet them out on holiday somewhere. And they're all good lads. Not many of them are tossers, to be fair.
Yeah, it's. I suppose this day and age as well, everything's magnified a million times on social media, so everyone's painted out to be, worse than what they are. Yeah. Just when you said about Jack Grealish, it's just coming to my head that they've already got the second yellow and it sent off where he clapped the ref and given a decision. What the fuck's going on?
But you know something, Paddy? With that,
you can't do that, though, Paddy.
No,
I
know.
It's
like Shay Lacey.
I was just going to say, it's a bit like a kid yesterday.
And he's only a kid, and he's a lovely lad. His family's a nice family. But if you go out, it's like taking your shirt off and right your head. You can't do it. You're broke. You're stupid.
That to me, the game's fucking gone.
Yeah, it has.
That's what I'm saying. It's bad. It's so bad, and it's like managers getting booked for being passionate on the sideline. It's so infuriating, and all these refs want this protection. They want all this and all that, but Shay Lacey throwing the ball, you can't get booked.
Did he sit? You know what? I saw it again this morning. He didn't even do that hard. It was like a little.
It was nowhere near anyone.
But sometimes is it the ref who just wants to give it? I'm the bigger.
No, the ref's scared.
Well, the thing is,
the ref's going to get judged by his people, so he's going to get assessed.
They're all knobs,
so if he don't do it by the book, and I think I agree with the lads, it's wrong. But the laws say he's got to do it. So if he don't do it, he's going to his next game he gets not going to be a good one. So he's look after himself as well.
That's the trouble he's got because he's got someone in.
We see it at Salford, don't we? When we sit at Salford, there's two people.
They sit right in front of us.
And I mean, every little detail of that game, they do that and push in. And you shouldn't be doing it, but after you end up having a pop at him. He's there in front of you, and you're going, they're not getting the right choice. I got fined about 2 years ago for having.
I swear it's got in League Two. They're the worst refs I've ever seen. But the nervous wrecks.
You ought to come watch under 21s, mate.
Is that bad? Is it?
Sometimes. We had a ref once.
Do you have to be a linesman? Do you have to do it yourself?
Yeah. Not up and down and offside. But what we
assistant ref.
Ins and outs.
Assistant ref.
Yeah.
Assistant ref.
We had a ref. Goalkeeper had the ball. He's just bounced the ball. He's given indirect free kick.
Oh my God!
Why?
And no, and you know what, it hurts me as well because I'm a qualified ref. I did the course years ago.
Did you really?
I used to ref under any ages really. So when I see it, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Did you see the manager get booked yesterday? So in the end, player stopped and the
Fletch got booked yesterday.
Yeah, but he was arguing then when the manager, the Brighton manager, he went round the back of Fletch and spoke to one of his players there and come back and he booked him because he's not allowed to go into that half.
This is the thing where.
I agree with that.
To be fair to refs, it's a tough
the game wasn't in play. The game wasn't in play.
Yeah, but I agree with that. He shouldn't be walking around your side.
No, I hear that.
Yeah, but he didn't go in his box.
It's like Arteta, he's always out of his box.
Yeah,
fucking get off.
No, if I was playing against Arsenal, seriously,
you see him go then. A little set.
When he comes onto the touchline, he stands on the touchline. I'd take a throw in. And I'd follow right through like that right on his head. Because he shouldn't be stood on the line. Should be in his technical area. He does it all the time. He goes on the pitch, pisses me off, gets away with it.
Do you know the thing about Arteta? I'm dead jealous of his not so much his trousers. Have you seen his trousers? He wears some. They're like an horrendous grey Farrows or something.
Grey Farrows, remember Farrows?
Yeah, I keep thinking that's the one thing you're getting wrong in my eyes. The old trousers. You need to fucking sort that out. Just to play devil's advocate with the refs, it is a tough job. But it's funny how we're conditioned in life. No one likes a job's worth. No one likes a grass. And it feels like that's two of the things in their job what they need to be doing.
Grassing.
Like what you just said about writing every little thing down. It's like a bit snide, isn't it? But them's the rules. But I'm with Ginge on that. That when he did that, I know you're saying they can't do it, but you go, fucking hell.
Did you see
They're taking every little bit of passion and personality out of the game.
Did you see the one where Michael Carrick got sent off last week when he had hold of his ponytail?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Now, David Moyes was saying that was a mistake. That wasn't a mistake. We had an accident. But
what was
is
that?
that a sending off?
I missed that.
He was playing against a Wolves centre
hasn't
forward and he's got like long hair or something.
Yeah.
And as he's jumped, he's like pulled his hair
Right.
and got sent off.
What, straight red?
Straight red.
Happened with Cucurella a few times, hasn't it, where people touch your hair and they're off.
Cut his hair then.
He deserves it. Come on, I mean, look at this. I'm all for people with lovely heads of hair, but he's abusing it.
Going back to what Ginge said about the celebration thing, if you look at America,
he's abusing it.
If you look at America, like when they score a goal, they go nuts. American football, basketball, they're losing all the passion, they're losing all the fun. It's ridiculous.
I still think it's a piss take getting a yellow for taking your shirt
I do.
off.
It's ridiculous.
It's like you go, come on.
And then you could clean someone out who's going through on goal.
Yeah.
And obviously not through on goal, it's a red card, but going through and clean someone out and you get a yellow card.
The big problem I have with it seems like every foul is a yellow card.
Yeah.
You can't get away with fuck all, and you can't do anything.
United have just come out, big press conference. They've got the Derby game coming up, and they've just appointed new management team Ginge, Scholes, and Butts. What is
3 angry gingers?
What is? Fucking the sales of SPF would be through the fucking roof for you, three, by the way. Fucking hell. But what is the team talk? What are you three saying
Ginger's
to them?
doing it.
lads?
Ginger's doing a team
He's a
talk.
manager. He's a
team
manager,
talk.
isn't he? Come on, Ginge. Winton United.
You know what I say? I'd relate to the lads at the fact of the 75,000 people there that have paid their money, that they've just grafted the week's worth for, to come to this fucking game, right? And the one thing you do is entertain them. No bullshit. You give every single thing on that pitch, right? You don't shit out of challenges. You pass with passion, you pass with tempo, and you leave everything on that pitch. And if you come off that pitch having lost, you go around and fucking apologise.
It's a Man United DNA.
Yeah, that's what it's
Take
all
the ball
about.
everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah.
Play with risk, play forward.
All joking aside,
as you say, entertain.
I think all joking aside, well, if you're an honest Man United fan, you understand where we are. But what the least thing you should do is you should crawl off that football pitch. You should crawl off it, and you put the whole lot in. And if you get beat, where we are at the minute, you get beat. But you just don't see that in a minute. You see one or two people doing it, so you just don't see
I think
it.
they are actually trying.
I'm not saying they're not trying, but they're not crawling off that pitch.
No, yeah.
I'm telling you now, and I'm not having a pop at the lad, but Ugarte, he doesn't run around. He's 24. He fucking doesn't run around. And you're looking at him going, run, fucking run. It's a fucking joke, run.
But has he been told to do a certain
No,
job on
but
the
we're
pitch?
telling him, we're just fucking doing a team talk.
Oh, you're still in the mood.
You're not listening.
He's method, this lad. He's fucking method. I thought Mike Bassett had walked in.
I could smell wintergreen.
He's still
They're the tactics. Fucking run around.
But it is, though, isn't it? Like, actually, as a fan, it's nothing worse than seeing your team getting beat and you fucking going out like a wet fart.
Every football fan can forgive the team if exactly what you said. If you are absolutely pulling your ringer on the pitch and you're leaving it all on there and you lose, you still want to win. But every football fan is happy. You know, they go, fair enough, they put a shift in. You know what I mean? It's not like you can say about that. Well, we'll see what happens after that derby. We might get you back on for that, pal, after it. Thanks very much for coming in, mate.
Thanks
very much
very much.
appreciated. We know you're
Cheers.
busy as fuck at the minute as well.
Thank you very much.
Top man.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks for watching. You can catch us live on YouTube. Well, it's not live, it's pre-recorded. 6 o'clock every Monday on all the usual channels. YouTube, Spotify, Apple TV, or wherever you get your podcasts.